Good evening, everybody. It's good to be back. Welcome to Tuesday night speedrunning here on the Nick RP stream. I hope you're all ready for the newest challenge. We've sat ourselves in the build-up to the release of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. We are going for the Foxhound. But before we do that, let's have a chat about what this week's been like, because it's been an amazing past week whilst I've been gone. All right, let's do this. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all good. I hope you've all had a lovely week away from the stream. We should probably get some Metal Gear. There it is. There's some Metal Gear Solid 3 on there. Got some music. There we go. The king is back. King never left. No, the king did leave. King went away to Italy for a week. Absolutely amazing week. So much fun. A lot of hard work. I was very, very tired by the end of it. I ate some great food. I met some wonderful people. In fact, one of the wonderful people I met is now in the Discord server. Has recently followed on Twitch as well. I don't know if that means they're going to be jumping in and saying hello tonight. I don't know. Yeah, just absolutely wonderful time, and hopefully, this is going to be the start of me really taking charge of what I'm doing at work and sort of shaping the direction of my career and my future and the future of my team, because I'm coming back to it with a completely fresh idea. The initial discussion I had with my director about what I saw us doing, I don't think is the right move anymore. I have different ideas, a little more ambitious ideas. Basically, I'm going to go back to him and say, you know how I said, yeah, I could just line manage this one person, it'd be fine. No, I think I need a team of 3. I think it should be 3 of us. And I should really bridge the gap between the two sides of my team. I'm talking I should be in charge of social media as well, because we don't have anyone looking at social media in my company at the moment, and that's bad. And I think I should be that person. So yeah, cheers everyone. I'm on nice cool water. But unfortunately, there was one downside of it. On the Tuesday, whilst we were there, we had a team building exercise sponsored by Red Bull. That event was sponsored by Red Bull, so there was a cabinet of Red Bull outside our classroom for the whole week. So I've drank so much Red Bull. So the event that we did, we were at the beach, and we got given a load of cardboard, a load of duct tape, and we had to build, as a team, build a cardboard boat, and then 2 of us would have to go in that boat, paddle out towards a buoy out in the sea, turn around, come back. There were 6 teams altogether. Only 2 teams made it back. And I am sad to report that I was not one of those teams. Hey, Cosmic. There it is.
Something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
It's good to be back with everybody. Unfortunately, my boat was not one of the boats that made it back. We were only allowed 2 people in. Well, it had to have 2 of us in the boat. And I very, very eagerly volunteered to be in it. If you're on my Discord server, there is a photo of the boat capsizing and us falling out of it. We were doing great. We were paddling, and me and Peter, the guy who was with me, we were doing really well, trying to keep in sync as we went along. We were doing great. We had quite a bit of speed. But as we got to the buoy, we then had to turn. And at one point, we just turned and leaned too far, and water just spilled in. And yeah, the whole thing capsized. And I think as I fell into the water, I think something went in my eye. at that point. Either a bit of sand or a bit of grit or something, and I think it scratched the back of my eye. Because the following day, Wednesday around midday, it really started to get irritating. And of course, I'm rubbing it. I'm trying to, hold my eye open in, trying to make myself cry because it feels like there's still something in there. And it just got redder and sorer and worse. So I went to bed that night thinking, okay, look, just try and ignore it. Stop trying to touch it. Just go to bed. And you get up in the morning, you'll have not been rubbing it and it'll be fine. Because that's usually what happens. I usually, I leave after I get whatever's out, leave it for a decent amount of time, and then it's fine. Following morning, my eye was crusted over because it had been gunky and and tears had come out and stuff during the night. And when I opened it, it was red, and that was how it remained for the rest of the trip. It was my right eye. It was. I did indeed match Big Boss, which is the nice thing. So that's why I've got the sunglasses now. I've got my sunglasses. I will take my sunglasses off. I've got to say, part of the reason for the sunglasses is also because of the bright light behind me. So it's not as red now as it was. I've been using an antibiotic gel, which I got from the hospital on Sunday. So the redness is really gone now, but you can definitely see. It probably looks more red now just because of the light. But you can definitely see that, like, this eye is fine and this eye just doesn't open all the way at the moment. So yeah, it's gonna have to come out. So that's partly why I'm wearing the sunglasses, because I look nicer. It's also, I don't want the light in my eyes. I'm also running on massively reduced lighting tonight. The floodlight behind me isn't on. My secondary spotlight isn't on. It's just the pink in the background and the one in front of me because it is so hot at the moment. I've got to keep it. I've got to keep it cool. So I'm keeping it cool with the shades and keeping it cool in the room. I have also got my window open, curtain open. I usually close the curtain, but I'm trying to get as much air in as possible. Thankfully, we're not playing something too intensive, so my computer's chucking out, I wouldn't say warm air, but I wouldn't say cold air. So yeah, just trying to keep cool. That's why I've got the water as well. Glass bottle keeps it nice and cool. But unfortunately, whilst I was there, it wasn't just the eye. The eye got infected. So the eye got infected, got worse, red, pain, and that infection spread. I got a fever. I had one night in particular where my fever was just atrocious. Like, if I was under the covers, I was sweating. If I was out of the covers, I was freezing. And whenever I tried to sleep, my mind just raced. I have fever dreams when I have a fever, and it's just like my brain just won't shut down. It's like processing everything at like 1,000 miles an hour. And whenever I have a fever dream, it's always based on whatever I'm doing at the moment. So of course I was out there doing lots of retail training and all of that stuff. So every time I tried to close my eyes and go to sleep, I'm in a shop, I'm looking around the shop, I'm working out what's wrong, I'm changing things, I'm having customers ask me questions and stuff. And yeah, it's the worst. I hate it. It's the worst. The fever's now seemingly gone. I haven't had any problems with the fever. The only residual problem I've had is one of my tonsils. The tonsil on my right hand side has swollen. It's better than it was. It's still not perfect. I'm still taking paracetamol to keep that under control. I haven't been in the office yesterday or today. I'm planning on going into the office for the first time tomorrow. Yeah, the redness of my eye is pretty much gone. It's now just the sort of pain and any swelling and stuff just needs to go away. Bieber fever. Don't you dare call it Bieber fever. Yeah, once that's gone, I've got the antibiotic cream I've got is like 5 times a day for 5 days or something like that. Or 4 times a day. I think it's 4 times a day for 5 days. So I've started on Sunday, Monday, today. So I still got tomorrow and Thursday to take it, and then it should be fine. Yeah. So yeah, that was my week. I can talk loads more about what I actually got up to during the week. But we should play some games as well. Obviously, I'm not going to talk too much about what I got up to during the week. As usual, I don't say exactly where it is I work. I don't want to say too much. And also, it's not, you know, it was really interesting to me and interesting to people I work with. It wouldn't be necessarily interesting to everyone here. But let's quickly hop on over. Let's talk a little bit more about what we're doing here. I recognize that Tuesday is normally the day I reserve for non-Metal Gear content, but because everything's kind of done now, over the weekend, Sunday, after I got back, we did Wacky Races and Castle of Illusion for License-a-thon. Both went really well. I was really surprised because I'd been practicing on my phone a couple of times during the week because that's all I had. And those practices not gone well, but the Castle of Illusion run was deathless, if I recall. So that was probably pretty good. Wacky Races was good. I had 2 of the Wacky Races community members with me. They did a great job with the commentary. So I was really pleased with both of those runs. But they're done. Jade Cocoon's done. I probably would like to do some more stuff with Jade Cocoon at some point, because I don't just want to now finish Jade Cocoon and be like, no, that's it, I'm done. I still feel I could do better. Hey, Paul. I still feel like I could do better with Jade Cocoon. And I definitely want to be on any opportunity where there's a marathon where it's like Jade Cocoon would be like one of the only things I could submit. I definitely want to, because I don't want to just let that game go. I really enjoyed it, and I feel it's, you know, it connected with me a lot more than Pokemon did, which is surprising considering I used to be a big Pokemon fan. Oh, just tap water, but after it's been in the fridge for so long, lovely. And it always tastes different coming out of a glass bottle. Anyway, how are we looking at that? According to YouTube, it's receiving only like less than 2,000 kilobits per second, which doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure I have it a bit higher than that. Hello, unknown. Yeah, the point of this new challenge, as I said, because we haven't got anything else specifically to do, I only have one more marathon potentially lined up at the moment, and that is really long-a-thon is doing like a quick bonus marathon. I say quick bonus marathon, it's still long, it's like a week or two long. I will be playing MGS3, yes. They're doing a marathon called really Civil Rights to help raise money for civil rights cases in the US, you know, about immigration, ICE. You know, everyone knows what's going on in the US at the moment. So raising legal funds in the US. I have submitted the Metal Gear Solid Frog Tag trilogy. So Twin Snakes and Metal Gear Solid 2 all dog tags, followed by this all keratins. Technically, I do believe I could now do all dog tags from MGS3 because there is a mod that has added dog tags to it as well, but I think it's only on Extreme. I'm not sure. Someone in the MGSR community was talking about it. So yeah, that's the only thing I've submitted. I don't know whether as I say, submissions haven't closed yet. I think there's like another week yet of submissions, and then they'll announce the schedule. But that's not until August, I don't think. So Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater comes out at the end of August. I've already promised that the moment it comes out, we'll do a casual stream where I will collect every keratin and every Gakko on my first run, because we now know that there is 64 keratins and 64 Gakkos to find, because we've seen that one screenshot that shows it. So very excited about that. But the one thing that I have never been able to do in any Metal Gear game is get the top rank. I've tried. There's games that I've specifically gone out of my way to try. Metal Gear Solid 1, we had a decent crack at one point. Metal Gear, I tried Big Boss rank on my own, and just couldn't hack it. And MGS3 really does feel like it should be the one I focus on. It is the one that I've played the most. It's the one I get the most enjoyment out of. And it's the one that I think I'm gonna have a go at. this isn't to say that from now until the end of August or now until I do it, this is all we're gonna play. I'm gonna mix it up, maybe add rather than have the Tuesday other games, Thursday Metal Gear. What we might do going forwards is have this as the main thing, and then at the end, well, after after a couple of runs, I'm probably gonna be, oh, I don't want to do another run of Metal Gear. Let's do something else for the end of the stream. So that's probably what we're gonna do going forwards for the foreseeable future. Unless something else comes up, of course. So before we actually get started with a full run, what I did for one of the speedrun marathons that I did recently, which marathon was it that I did recently? Oh, for Speedrumizer. For Speedrumizer, European Extreme became one of the options. And what I decided, because it was supposed to sort of be an introduction to the game, I decided to look at some alternate routes for some of the really, really difficult rooms. So I wanted to have a quick go at a couple of those rooms again, just so I know what I'm doing. Now today, my intention is to just play through. If I get deaths, whatever, just practice. But eventually, maybe we start this on Thursday, or maybe we start this next week, or whenever. I want to get to a point where it is, if we get a game over, boom, reset, start over, and we are dedicated to play to the cause. It will be Foxhound or bust. As the stream title suggests, Foxhound or bust. If we lose Foxhound rank at any point, we reset, but not yet. I feel that's not the best way of starting. I would like to play Death Stranding 2, but I just do not have the funds to buy new games of them. Particularly if I'm deliberately going to be pre-ordering Metal Gear Solid 3. I cannot afford Death Stranding 2 at the moment. I really should play Death Stranding again, particularly with the director's cut. All right, so some of the rooms that I redid. The first one isn't. Oh no, this is Razvat. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. This is not the room I was thinking of. If you wanna, just don't tell me. I don't need to know that. So one of the rooms, the first room that I retackled was Dolanovono in Operation Snake Eater, because that one's very easy to just get wrong. There's a much longer way of doing it, which is quite slow, but it's like 100% consistent. If I don't have a save for it, it doesn't matter too much. Mountains 3 was another one that I did. Groznygrad North was another one. Warehouse 2, I have a much slower method of doing. It might just be this Dramucci North. It's not this Dramucci North one. Well, it is. This is the right place. Also, all of the settings are wrong. Own camera reverse. There we go. It's the initial when you're doing this room normally, and you have to do like the roll here and all of that. That stuff I have fixed, because that's actually I say I've fixed. I haven't redone that room, but that's because I've realized exactly how that room's supposed to go. I know how you do the trick consistently every time. You just got to roll earlier. The earlier you roll, the earlier the guards notice you, and they stop further away. So for Dolanovono, we do instead is we just stand here, and you can see there's a guard there. You can see the guard behind the tree. All I got to do is wait for that guard. Pretty sure he looks, then he turns away. There we go. Slam him, and then that's it. That is, let's say, that's much slower. That is much slower than the normal speedrun method of doing that room. But oh, I was too slow there. I thought I'd gone way too late there. That's because I wasn't looking out for the right cue. So there you go. You want to stand here. And this guard, he turns and looks. And then he turns and looks back. This will work perfectly. So yeah, he turns and looks to the south. And then he turns and looks back. And as he turns and looks back, it's fine. So yeah, this is a much safer. It doesn't lose that much time. There you go. Guaranteed. Guaranteed to get through there. Unfortunately now I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to go. Oh, I've still got the fake death bill. Black face paint. See, I was always a bit iffy about using the brown face paint in Keratin's. In Keratin's Euro Extreme, you pretty much you have to use the brown face paint. And yeah, every time I did that run for a marathon, I used to go to the marathon organizers first and say, look, this is going to happen. What would you prefer I do about it? And usually the agreement was do it because you need to do it, but just don't mention it. It'd be interesting to see what they do with if they change any of that with Delta. The thing is, within context, it makes sense. But yeah, when you're considering, yeah, Snake is essentially blacking up. Bus base, cave, fine, warehouse. It's got to be Granini Gorky South. This should be just after the fair. Yep. It's got warehouse 2. Complete has been slowed down. It's not been like massively changed. It's just been slowed down quite a bit. So we still do the same start. Oh, I did. The first guy didn't actually see the cardboard box. There we go. Oh, God. And now I can't roll over a fence. You'd think by now I know how to do this bit. So we do that. And then we go to here. Take that guy out. Take that guy out. And take that guy out. Only issue with that is that's a lot of silencer ammo. I now don't have a lot of silencer or a lot of Mark 22 ammo out. So this is going to have to be careful. Yeah, I can't afford to be doing too much other stuff. If someone would take me out, that's not very nice. Wow. You gotta be a real, you know what? You gotta be a real piece of shit. Come into my stream and say, wish someone would take you out. What a fucking scumbag move. Fucking hell. You must be one of the worst people in the world I've ever had the misfortune to meet. Thanks. Everyone say hello to my brother. Cheers, Johnny. Oh dear. Yes, the liquid to my solid. Yeah, that doesn't sound right at all. The liquid to my solid. I don't know what I'm doing now. I either need to take a death or we just need to practice. Oh, I know. I can. I could take a death here if I had any bloody. If I have no lethal ammo at all. I can't do anything. I've got no fake death pills. I think there's guards coming. I think there's guards. Yeah, there we go. My brother is called Johnny. He is named after the worst character in the series.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
Oh. Right, anyway, exit. Yeah, one thing I haven't done yet is done a full run with some of these new things and seeing how it affects, ammo count and things like that. The other one I do want to just have a quick crack at is Mountains 3. Mountains 3, I came up with a different route, which I think someone else has kind of come up with the same route in the past. Failed again, must try harder. Oh, check out what I picked up in Italy. Yeah. Eye infection. Right, load game. So we need to check out Mountains 3 and see, just make sure that I can remember that that route. That's the underground tunnel. Oh, for God's sake, no. I definitely have a save after all of these. This would not be it. I was in Italy last week. Did I not tell you this? Did I not tell you I was in Italy for the whole of last week? I'm sure I mentioned it on our family chat. Obviously, I told Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad knew I was away, and I've already talked to them about coming back, but... Also, I'm gonna answer... Well, I'm not gonna answer Ryden's Wig's question about whether I'm the good-looking sibling. All I'm gonna say is I'm married and Johnny is not. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else about looks or romance or anything like that. I'm just gonna say I'm married, Johnny's not. All I'm gonna say. Yay, mountaintop. I knew I'd another save. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Johnny. Right, here we go, mountaintop. So this is the alternate route for this. So we knock that guy out. We then roll that guy. And now the rest of this goes kind of as normal. But for safety, we just take the two guards out. Don't have to. You probably could just carry on as normal and finish that. But we're playing this set. The whole point of this is to take safer options so that we can get Foxhound rank. Johnny does have a forklift truck license. That's... I don't know. Is Johnny also a Metal Gear connoisseur? Not in the same way as I was. My history of playing Metal Gear certainly starts with Johnny. As kids, we played the Metal Gear Solid 1 demo over and over and over again. The two of us and our mate Adam from across the road, we played the Metal Gear Solid 1 demo over and over again. Then Adam got a copy of the game, so we'd go over to his house like after school, and we'd all sort of take it in turns and play through it. Then eventually we borrowed a PlayStation off one of my dad's work friends, which had Metal Gear Solid, and we played that non-stop. Then we played Metal Gear Solid 2 non-stop when we got our PS2 together, which eventually led to Wacky Races because our parents got sick and tired of us playing Metal Gear Solid 2 non-stop and bought us Wacky Races to give us something else to do. Yeah, I know it is. I was just wondering if you could get up on top of here, but I think this would be out of bounds anyway. Yeah, it's down here, you roll. It's there. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's all the bits that I desperately wanted to check. The only oh shit, yeah, Johnny and Adam. It's only me. Is there a character called Nick or Nicholas at any point in Metal Gear? I can't think of one. Oh. Despite having a forklift truck license, I bet you haven't heard the song Forklift Simulator by Game Grumps. Nick Meyer in Snake's Revenge. Are you fucking kidding? The only Nick in the entire Metal Gear series is in fucking Snake's Revenge. Gee. Why not? That's it. I'm done. I'm not even playing this series. There is. You're right. No, there is. There is a Nicholas. A Nicholas in Survive. Nick's the name of the first soldier that dies. That's not true. However, oh hey Deagle.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
I would point a weapon at my own brother, and my own brother is here to say that yes, I'd point a weapon at my own brother. No, funny story. Johnny mentions about Nick being the first soldier that dies, which is not true. But funny story about Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. If anyone's played the PSP game Portable Ops, you'll know that the very first soldier that you recruit in Portable Ops is called Jonathan. And there is a point later on in the game where there's a cutscene where your soldiers manage to sort of storm where Metal Gear Rex is being kept, and it seems like you've got the upper hand. But then Gene turns up, and Gene like gets them to all attack each other, and Jonathan jumps in front of Big Boss, who's about to get shot, and Jonathan gets shot and killed. And once the cutscene ends and you go back to the menu, of course, because Jonathan's one of your soldiers in your soldier layout, you get a notification first, and that notification is Jonathan has died. And I used to play this on my PSP, usually at night when I go to bed, play on my PSP before I went to sleep. And Johnny, I don't know if do you remember one time you had a cut or something, it got infected, and you could see the infection going through your vein. It went through like up your arm through your vein, and I think it got to like your armpit before you got put on antibiotics. And there was a suggestion that said that if it got to your heart, that probably would have caused like even worse problems. I think I have told you this story before, but if you haven't, but if you remember that illness, that was the time I was playing Portable Ops. Of course, I'm playing Portable Ops. I know that Johnny's in the room next to me, and he has had this infection and stuff. And then I get a message on my PSP, just very, very clearly reads, Jonathan has died. And I got my mobile phone out and I called him. I put it on private number so he didn't know it was me calling him, and I called him, waited for him to pick up and say hello, and put it down and put the phone back down again, just because at that moment I was just like, I know this can't have happened, but I just want to make sure he's not dead. I was just so spooked by the whole thing that I mean, this must have been like probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. So yeah, I have no idea how much of that Johnny remembers. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, but I don't know if I've told it to Johnny before. But yeah, I was just so spooked by that message that that I wanted to ring him. Yeah, I don't know if I think I've told Johnny that story before. I found out my neighbor Jonathan had died. Right, there's one more. I am the story. You remember that infection, right? Where you, like, let's say you're like that. You just have this black line up your arm. It was really weird. There's one more thing. Grosnigrad's weapons lab. That's not right. We'll go underground tunnel, but this is probably going to mean fighting the Fury. It's going to mean fighting the Fury first, but that's probably a good thing. It's never about practicing fighting the Fury is never a bad thing. But it's a couple of rooms after this. It's Grosnigrad Northeast is the other room where I've taken a slightly more straightforward or safer route. PH stands for Pornhub. Johnny Pornhub Green. That has a nice ring to it. Well, when it comes to getting the Foxhound rank, there is no way around this fight. It's just, this is always going to be the absolute piss take. Ah, bitch. Where is he? It's also more difficult in the sunglasses. Is he there? I can't see him. Where the fuck is he? Oh, that wasn't... Okay, there we go. Oh, move! As long as he lands, we're good. Yep. There we go. Done! Right. That boss is an RNG fest. You know what actually... Oh! I do have... Now that I remember, I do have one thing that I want to do about the Fury. It's called Fire Uniform. I don't actually know if I've got a save file that's got it. What I'll do is my very first run through. I'll make sure I pick it up so I've got it for future runs. But yeah, the fire suit is going to be the one thing that will really help. Really help with that. So here we're not doing a box headshot, doing that because that's much safer. And then it's this room. This is the other room that I've quite specifically changed. Problem is I've actually got a problem here. I need to go back out again because guards will hear the silencer break. I had this when I was first exploring this room. Instead of going straight on, we go right, because I quite often miss the headshot. There's a guy. I knew this is why I wanted to come back and do this room, because I knew there was something with this. So I think actually it wasn't that. It was CQC slam him and then shoot the guard. And now I should, particularly if I get in the box, be alright just to keep moving. And since I'm here, I'm going to practice Rykov, because actually, usually here, I go for the smoke grenade option with Rykov. But I found more commonly, I'm actually better off with, without it. Oh, but I took one slight step too far forwards. I don't know here, though, if I'm going to have the same problem where where the silencer breaking is going to be an issue. You wait here. Oh, no. That should have been fine. There should not have been any problem with that. I think that was because I was too slow. There. There we go. That's it. And now Rykov should come running back. Don't do any other shenanigans. No trying to shoot again to make him go over to the left or anything like that. The nice simple. There we go. Anyway, we're done. That was it. I believe those were the rooms that I wanted to tackle. The other thing that I'm going to need to practice a bit more as well is bike chase. But from my understanding, it's really only the rocket guards that I just need to be a bit more careful with. So let's get started. Let's get started on a run and see how we can get on. I should point out for a start, I am not expecting Foxhound tonight. This is not going to be a one and done. This is going to take time. For those who don't know, just in case, sorry, I had a ping on Discord, which is kind of interesting. I would technically the easiest in the series is if you play the original Japanese version of Metal Gear Solid 1, because it's easy difficulty. There is only one difficulty in the OG Japanese version, which is the equivalent of easy. You just got to make sure you turn the radar off, and then I think that's it. But yeah, the experience that I've got, I should be able to do this. It's just there's going to be those things. There's going to be those times. It's other things like if the end goes wrong, I'm just going to have to go with it. MGS Delta does come out next month. It is the 1st of July today. This isn't going to be a one and done. This is going to take a few streams time, and yeah, this is going to keep us going for a little bit. We will do other games in and around it, but yeah, let's get started and see how we can do, because I think even with even with some of the longer things that I'm doing, I've still got the speedrun timer on. It should still be a PB when I do it, because there'll be no continues. Yeah, my PB still has 13 continues in it. So let's get started. I'm gonna just make sure that those are definitely set correctly. So load game. Go find whichever one has the most saves and is Operation Snake. I think I have 2 which are Operation Snake Eater complete. So there's that one which has got 8. That one which has got 1. Okay, I do have 2. I have a very easy one. It's this one. So I just need to make sure that at the end of this, 3, 2, 1. Start.
After the end of World War II,
Start!
Yeah, there it is.
East and West.
So I just need to make sure that after I beat the Fury, I pick up the fire count. And that's the other reason for not immediately quitting, because I'm pretty sure I haven't got it. I might be wrong. I might have picked it up at one point during one of the runs. I can always check. When I first go in and check some camo, I'll have a look and see. Yes. So right now, this is not going to be reset. We are not resetting every time I get a death or anything. Otherwise, I'm not going to get any practice on anything. Eventually, we will, however, get to that. Wahey!
A message from SGT Deagle, who has just gifted 5 subs.
Aw, cheers, Deagle.
SGT Deagle is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to Nikreen's community. They've gifted a total of 92 in the channel.
92.
Thanks, SGT Deagle. If you got a gift sub, be sure to thank them.
This is not the run. All right, let's do this. Wahey, bum 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 bum. Wahey, bum 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 bum. 2. Wahey, bum 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 bum. That's 3. Wahey, bum 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 bum. And that's 4. Wahey, bum 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 bum. That's 5. Oh, and then Sergeant Deagle wanted to make sure everyone knew that they're also the last one to go over 9,000. Over 9,000. All right, into Dollar Novador. No slowdown on this version of Dollar Novador. There we go. Even here, this trick is always fine as well. Shoot, roll. Yep, no issues with that. Razvet could become a reset point, because this bit can be a bit tricky if you mess it up. Because actually, it's just this roll, really. There you go. So this could be a reset point for me. Because the first bit of this I kind of have down now. As long as you're rolling through the grass here, that guard won't see you. So I suppose I probably could look at... Yeah, probably could look at doing that instead to make it a bit safer. We could do that instead. That's our other option. Because it's not like we're going to run out of ammo in the Virtuous mission. It's only Operation Snake Eater we've got to worry about. So maybe we look at doing that. But we'll see. Usually I get that right. I usually don't fumble that. But the intention is to play this safe. We're not world record pace at all. Not even on PB pace. I can tell you, we've definitely lost world record pace. I did get to talk about this to new people last week, mainly because it was sunny, and also because of my eye. I had my glasses on, like sunglasses on all the time. And of course, they say Twitch on the side, so people would ask about them, and yeah, I said, yeah, this is what I do. And there's a couple of people I spoke to, and they asked what it was and what it was all about. And when I say I've got a couple of world records, I always try and play down world records because it's not. If you've been around in the community long enough, you know that it's not a huge deal, particularly for a game like this, and particularly some of the categories I do and stuff like that. But they were like so full of praise, like, "Oh, that's amazing, it's so good." It's like I'm trying to explain to them that I say world record, it really doesn't mean that much. But yeah, everyone thought it was really cool. This is the other room that could become a reset point because of this first room bit here. But I do feel like I've got this down in that you just need to make sure that that roll comes in before the tree. There you go. Because the sooner you roll, the quicker the two guards at the back notice you. The quicker they notice you, the quicker they stop. The quicker they stop, the further back they are. So can't see you. I had no world records before. I'd not even started speedrunning before I met Heidi. So I keep an eye on that guard. He's going to look down. And then he's going to turn and look back. CQC slam him. Thankfully, that CQC slam isn't heard by the other guard. Out of my trade. Choo choo. Oh, I'll have to check and see what emote I unlocked this time. What I'd love to know, because the emotes that you unlock, I believe, are paid emotes from random other streamers. So it'd be cool to know, has anyone unlocked mine through random trains elsewhere? Or I bet it's like prioritizes partners anyway. Well, yeah, that's not that unsurprising, actually. Yeah, searching Nick and Metal Gear. Yeah, you're almost certainly going to come across me. Get rid of that. Now, obviously, this is obviously another reset point. This is a very tricky fight, but there's no real other way of doing this. Not effectively. But I have over time gotten so much better at this. You know, my success rate at this is pretty high these days. A little wary of the fact that I've used a lot of ammo there. Let's hope I actually hit that other guy. Yeah, I did. So that's a problem. That was a lot of ammo that I really shouldn't have used. And it's not, but it's actually not so much the ammo that's the problem. It's the silencer that's the problem. Using that much of my silencer up in one go is bad. Ooh. Let's go for a swim. One thing that would be useful to check, actually, and if anyone knows a good player, there's a really good website for it. I can't remember what it is. I think I've got a link to it somewhere. If anyone does know where there is another Mark 22 silencer, that would be really useful information to know. I know there's another I know in the base there's an extra silencer for the M1911A1, but I don't know about another Mark 22. This room's another room that there shouldn't be any problems with. Oh, he says. Oh wow! If you get did you hear? If you get spotted while and then get electrocuted, Snake just continues to be electrocuted over and over. That was never going to stop. Grozingrad Underground Tunnel, Grozingrad Weapons Lab. Oh yeah, I forgot. I know about the one behind the waterfall. Yeah, unfortunately, Underground Tunnel is the first one that that we go for. Oh yeah, not quite sure what happened before. Weapons Lab East Wing. Not sure about the East Wing, but yeah, it's not early enough anyway. I was hoping there'd be something a little earlier in the run. There's a 1911A1 in that room there. Obviously, that's no good. The other thing, therefore, would be any other option, any other times where I might use. So here, we'd normally use one here. But we can do that instead. So any time where we might do that, any time where we might do a rolling shot like that, and we can change it into CQC slam, we should do that as well. Oh, he's already moved. Okay, that was weird. I should already have the animals camos. That shouldn't be a problem. Obviously, still can't see in this damn room. It's even worse now because I've got the sunglasses on. Yeah. Don't show the manky eye on stream. It's not even that bad, my eye now. There's one on the outside wall section of Granini Gorky Lab. Go to the right as soon as you enter and it's next to the electric fence. Oh, I might check that out then. Where's the bloody ammo? Where's the ammo in here? There it is. Bloody hell. That was bad. Yeah. I might have to take them off. Just for that one room. I really should probably take them off for that. Right, grab smoke grenades into the backpack. Whip. The pain is gonna be just another one. We should still grab those. We're not allowed to use any life meds in the run. Foxhound stops us from using them, but we should still pick them up just in case. If we're if we're fully aware that we're definitely gonna die, and it doesn't matter at that point, we should still use it and keep going. Probably, I don't know. Oh, you just went. Oh, snake, please. Phew. I was a little worried at the end there. Why do I have 2 timers going? Because the top timer is a loading removed time. So you'll see that when I move into rooms, it pauses temporarily. And then the timer at the bottom is just a real time that doesn't pause. Because this is the PC version of the Master Collection, we can tap into the memory to see when loading times happen. So it means that it doesn't matter what PC you're using, everyone is shared across the board. You're welcome. I didn't write this one though. I've tried looking at the memory locations for MGS3 and they are a jumbled mess. I do not understand how they work. Thanks for the completely false information there, Rydenswig. Now, one option here, just to save stamina and health, would still be to use the brown face paint. But to be honest, you don't really need it. As long as you stop and stand up, you're absolutely fine. It is slower to go into the menu and equip it, because then you've also got to unequip it when you wear the scientist costume. 22. We'll do a quick headshot on the first guard and then shoot the two sets of... So, quick headshot that guy, shoot that barrel, and shoot that barrel. Of course, we've just killed a bunch of people, but they do not count as kills. Barrel explosions do not count as kills for Snake. It was the environment that killed those guards, not Snake. Same with chucking a guard off a cliff. It was the ground that killed him, not Snake. Grab some spare items. That one. There's a suppressor in the room to the left where you get the SVD to kill the end. Oh yeah, I'm not going on. I want to check this one out at the at Grinny Gorky though. This will be the other thing that I will need to get into a habit of doing. Knowing when I've completely screwed something up, and if there's an option to reset the room, reset it. Which now also means I'm gonna have to, yeah, ignore those gold splits. Oh, and he shoots the wall anyway. Well, that was oh my god. Da fuck. That's better. It's much more like it. In fact, this guard I have to shoot. Can't CQC slam him because before you get close enough to the CQC slam, he will turn around and notice you. Oh, why did you answer the question? I was hopefully just going to ignore it. Fucking terrible question. So take this card out. Was it in this room, or was it on the inside? Because yeah, of course, here's the next problem we're gonna have is there'd be more guards to the right where I entered. Cool. Okay. So let's See if we can go there straight away. Ah, it's that. Presumably, it's that box there. Okay, so from here, I'm probably going to want to do... So, we don't know yet if this is necessary. We might not need this. But I'd rather grab it now and know for definite. Oh, what? I certainly don't mind using up bullets here with these guards because I'm going to be getting some more. What I need to do here is wait. There we go. Wait for that guard to turn around so that I don't get a caution off him. I'm assuming there's no way in through the fence here. Ow. There's no other way into the fence. Oh, what? Oh, I thought that'd be enough. I don't think I will need it, but I want to grab it now because then I'll have an idea of, because otherwise I might get to a point where I get stuck and I can't. If I then find I do need it, it'll be, you know, how far off was I? How much, you know, how less could I have gone? Keeping in mind now, of course, that I've used two more shots than I would have needed. And luckily, that really wasn't that much out of the way to get it. But that was the kind of thing I was hoping for, something sort of part way through the run to grab it. Right, so let's make our way over to the lab. Oh, I already have the fire I already have the fire camo.
Running away, huh? Not so fast.
I was too close. I was too close to the guards using the using the thing there. Okay, at least I already have the fire camo, so I'll definitely use that during the fury. Try this again. You should only really use the box once.
Running away, huh? Not so fast. Nobody here.
That should be enough. Yeah. You just use the box just to quickly reset the guards, considering your movements. Are you over there at the moment? Or are you just saying that for fun? I can't imagine Mom. I can imagine Mom's got much better things to do on a Tuesday night than sit and watch me play this. Are you at another hotel? Because usually when you jump on my streams, it's because you're at a hotel and you've got nothing better to do. Give this guy a bump. Oh, bloody door. That's why it's better to switch to the third person view. Oh, I did. Do you think it's canon Snake wore the science outfit here, or do you think he just No, I think it's canon that he used it, because the cutscene specifically goes through the fact that Eva gives it to him. So I wouldn't have thought Snake would have been given it to it, you know, had it given to him and then just ignored it. There are a couple of speedruns that don't use it. Obviously, very easy. You don't need it because you have an 80% camo rating at all times. The only other run that I'm aware of that doesn't use it is any tuxedo run, because you have to wear the tuxedo at all times, which is on my list to learn. I would at some point like to learn the tuxedo run. All right, time to choose the fury, the fear. So you, no, don't use the fake death pill. Run over to the tree. Now use a fake death pill. So once over, wait for him to start taking the steps. Revival pill. Throw the stun grenades. Come and stand over here. And let the logs do the rest. I am not looking forward to that fight in Delta. Because there's no way that that is going to be doable in Delta. Certainly if that trick is doable in Delta, it is not going to be, it's not going to deplete his stamina. There's no way it's going to deplete his stamina. And cure, we want to cure the venom poison. We do not want to cure the arrow wounds. All right, warehouse 2. Again, we're doing the slower warehouse 2 method. So, knock this guy out, and then rather than do the box headshot, come to here, take him out, turn around, take him out. 2 shots on him, and he'll fall down. There we go. That is a much safer version of Warehouse 2, but that was a lot more ammo. This is why I'm concerned about the suppressor. Is it a suppressor for the Mark 22? No lab skip. Yeah, this is the Master Collection version. So no lab skip on this version. Not yet, anyway. Not that we're aware of. So here's a good example of a room where we should try and change tactics. Swap to the lethal gun now, because we don't want to use up non-lethal shot. This guard here, we're gonna CQC slam him as opposed to shoot him, and then lethal shot. Oh, bomb. Incorrect. Hey, Maxwell. Welcome. It is a Mark 22. I don't know how we get on top of that without getting spotted by guards. Unless we take out all the guards first and then go back round, which might be quicker than going all the way over to the right and using up more ammo. Like, we're going to be using ammo in that room to deal with guards anyway. There we go, that's better. That's what I was supposed to do. And then these 2 guards we CQC slam anyway. It doesn't matter. Oh, whoops. There we go. You're never late. Never late. You are here exactly when you want to be. Yeah, I reckon that might be better then. 1, 2, 3. One. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The smoke grenades. Hasn't worked, he's not there. He's up there again. I don't know quite where I'm going wrong with this at the moment. What I do know is I now need to die. Because otherwise I'm getting sent back. Oh, bollock. And I'm getting sent back. Yeah, Italy was great. Apart from the eye infection, Italy was great. I need to have another look at. I think I might have been too fast there. Oh God, oh, but I might. To be honest, I might as well stop the timer.
Reset.
It is a genius trick. I just don't know where I keep going wrong with it. I love that guard just didn't give a crap. It's like, oh, you just rolled it through a window. Yeah, I suppose you're fine. Yeah, Italy was fantastic. I had amazing time, met some amazing people. So I picked up an eye infection whilst I was there, which wasn't ideal, but just an absolute blast from start to finish. Very tiring. I did a lot of work. I've completely thrown myself about what I'm supposed to be doing here now. What? That's... Yeah, that's a court here. That dog's gonna... Oh, this is screwed. What might be better off doing here is just loading a save. Man, I gone spooked it up. Because of course the other problem I've now got is now I'm gonna have to take out a few of these guards again. I'm gonna run out of... This is pointless. This is absolutely pointless. What I'll do is I might find a save after the end. Oh no, because I haven't got... You know what? Maybe we just bloody start over. Oh god damn it. The problem is with fighting the end again is you now don't have no, I'll find a save for fighting the end and we'll go from there. It completely screws up the knowledge I was trying to get out of in fact, I've got a better idea. Let's pick up from here. Yes, part of the reason is because I've got one bright light in my eyes. But yes, the other reason is I've got an eye infection. To be honest, it's not that bad, but you can tell. You can tell that this eye is not opening as far, and it's a little bit red. But the redness has gone down massively. But yeah, I thought it'd probably be better to to save people from having to look at a red squinty eye. So what I can do now instead is not mess that up. Yeah. Oh, bum. I wonder actually if there's a way of... I don't know where that first guard is. Because the easier option might just be to do that. No, I don't know what it is that changes the way that the end appears. Yeah, this is going to be way easier. Shoot that guard there like that. What? Oh, am I now too slow to do that one? Okay, don't stand too far forwards. Right. So if I'm going to do this, I've then also got to take out the second guard straight away. Stand here. Oh.
The enemy, he's here.
God damn it. This is... I thought this would make this way easier, but apparently not. Apparently I'm making it more difficult. Ah, but that now alerts.
What's wrong?
Okay, that's not too bad. We could do that instead. So then it's presumably that, which is therefore really easy, because then all we got to do is after we've done that is presumably that. Yeah, okay, that's going to be a much better option. Yeah, should we give that up? Okay, let's give this one more go. Make sure I've got this this clocked. So we don't need to come in here with the box anymore. Come and stand about here.
What's wrong? Come in, HQ.
I mean, this was not my intention. But that also works. Oh no, a support unit. No. This hasn't worked because a support unit has come in. What I need to do, I need to work out exactly where I need to stand here. I think it's just on this corner. Yeah.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
There we go. So just gotta wait for him to turn around, and then we can drop straight down onto there and grab that and go. There we go. That works. So that works, and now gives us a route to grab the Mark 20, the suppressor. So we'll do that. If we're slowing that room down anyway, then we might as well slow it down a little bit more. In fact, that didn't even slow that down that much. I'm a little low on ammo now, but we should be all right to carry on. In fact, I think the only reason I'm mainly low on ammo is because this is the save. This is the save where I didn't have a lot of ammo. Anyway. Unfortunately, we have... What? Why? Okay. Not quite sure why that happened. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why on this save I've got no ammo on my lethal gun at all. I don't know what. This must be a keratin save that I was like practicing shooting the same keratin frog over and over again or something.
The enemy's here.
There we go. Yeah, same. What? Why is that guard now moved? Why am I screwing this room up all of a sudden over and over again?
The enemy's here.
Again, that guard suddenly... Thankfully, I heard him go, huh! So I was able to preempt it, but I don't know why that guard was doing that. Alright, let's try this again. My favourite Metal Gear game is probably this. It's a difficult one between this and Metal Gear Solid 1. Five, 6, 7. I only have one shot here. That hasn't spawned him. I don't understand where I'm going wrong. Now, what I can do is go and get a load of ammo. Unfortunately, I don't. No, I do have the smoke grenades to try this again. So I have 3 smoke grenades, and I need... Now he's there. Oh, I never equipped the cigar spray. I should also pull that anesthetic needle out. That stun grenade didn't hit him. That fucking stun grenade didn't actually hit him. I cannot beat the end. What is going... This is not what happens to me. I'm so confused as to why this is just constantly going wrong. Right, we're gonna... I do have a save to go straight to the end. So we'll start from there. But this is just... I've never had this much problem with the end. This is not boding well for a single segment Foxhound run. Gorgy Tunnel. I'm sure I've got one. Svatgorny West. This will be my end save. Again, this will be from all keratins, but actually it seems like I've got the same amount of ammo, so I remember back when in Subsistence where back in Subsistence where duel mode was a thing. I'm gonna have to reset the fight already because I only shot him once. I was too fast with the second shot. Duel mode would also time you. And obviously I didn't know speedrunning or anything. I didn't know any of the tricks and stuff back then. And I genuinely had one fight where it took me well over an hour to beat him. Just watching that time, I keep going up and up and up, and it getting to an hour was just ridiculous. Let's try again. So I do think that the clock, changing the clock back would actually work for Foxhound, but obviously we're trying to do single segment here. Oh, fuck it! I've only shot him once. I'll deal with it. I'll work it out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I'm going to start playing this safe and going 8. That goes there. Okay, so cigar spray. Snake, stop coughing. Oh, oh. Fuck's sake, Nick. It's not. I was not supposed to cigar spray him. This has now just gotten to my head, and I've completely forgotten everything that I'm supposed to be doing. Why would the end fall for the fake death pill when he's using trank rounds? It's a good question, actually. Well, he doesn't. Nah, to be fair, he doesn't know what you're doing. Oh, I got another shot at trying to shoot him here. No, he's already ran. There, and that is why you want to keep the arrow in. The arrow prevents him from running away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just going to start playing this safe and doing 8 every time. I thought it might be a timing thing, so... Yep, there he is. If that's going to be consistent for me, then that's what I do. Right, let's get it right this time. Right. Punch, punch, cigar spray. Punch, punch. Hold him up.
How did you?
Cigar spray at you. Stun grenade to the face. I've got this wrong. I might be all right here, though. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Smoke. Oh, that smoke grenade didn't hit him. A fucking smoke grenade didn't bloody hit him. Okay. After a fashion, I got him. Yeah, once you get into that situation, you just try and make sure you get ahead of him and just loop him as much as you need to. But yeah, we got there eventually. We can carry on with the run. We can at least do something now. Though I've got no ammunition. I got no ammunition. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh. I don't think there's any ammo down here. I'll just carry on and see what happens. If I get to a point where I'm just like, I've got no ammo, I don't know what I'm doing, we're just gonna reset the whole bloody game and start again. I have ran this difficulty for GDQ. We just remembered that. I've done this difficulty at multiple speedrun marathons, including a GDQ event, and I still can't get it right. Yes! Managed to lean it up against my leg. To answer Roosie's question, yes, you do have to throw a stun. He actually threw a stun first, but luckily I managed to still hit him with my stun grenade. You have to throw one stun at him and you have to throw one smoke at him. Game's done quick. Remember when I went to America? That was it. Although I didn't run this when I went to America. My games done quick run was last October. That was disaster relief done quick. That was online, so from the comfort of my own home. That was European Extreme All Keratins, that run. It was a good run. I had a good time with that. I don't know if Sunny's specifically autistic. This is another room that could be a reset, but there's not really much else you can do about it. You just kind of go with it. Just make sure you keep on rolling. Because your camo is only 40% if you keep rolling. One thing I discovered with this room as well is you just ignore that guard. I used to go and knock him out. You don't. You just ignore him. Hey, Callista. Take that guard out. Plenty of ammo here, so we're going to grab it all. Oh, no Mark 22 ammo, though. That's nice. That's not what we want. Obviously, here, we're not going to go for the box headshot. I am very disappointed that that gave me no Mark 22 ammo. What the frick? An icon is not one. Oh, you have little faith. My community love me. We have a good laugh. We have good times. Then we want... Get that... Why did that guard see... Why did that guard see me? Oh yeah, that's true. I'm pretty sure, like, at least one of those is supposed to be... I got bitten by a spider. At least one of those is supposed to be Mark 22 ammo. I think that ammo varies depending on what you need. So because I had no M1911A ammo. Oh, come on, Snake. This is where if ammo does fall off him. Yay! Bullet! Right, move, because these guards are going to wake up. Because for Foxhound, one of the requirements for the Foxhound rank is you're not allowed any kills. It's a 0 kill run. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, these guards aren't... Because I've come up here a lot slower, these guards are now in different locations. I might just have to reset this room. Thought that'd be quick enough. Because that took so long, it's probably worth resetting the room anyway. This room should never go like this. Right, there's no point in running around and grabbing all of that. We know that it's all bloody the wrong ammo. Let's get a move on. Yeah, because the problem I've got is I'm pretty sure the very next room I am going to need more ammo. No, not a ration. Yay! Right, go, 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 go. Move. Move. Run, Snake. Run like your life depends on it. Oh, that little cave there. Oh, I wonder what that ammo was. That's a very good question. If I have to redo this room, we'll find out. But we should never be in this situation. It's only because I've kind of screwed up with this save file's a bit weird and has no ammo on it for some bizarre reason. What? Oh. I don't... Am I not supposed to be in the box at this point? Right, let's not stop and... I have to roll up this hill because otherwise that guard who's checking us out will know. Oh. That's more bloody... Alright, we're just gonna have to go for it and see what happens because I'm done. To be honest, once we've dealt with these two guards up here, I can check these two guards for Mark 22 ammo. There we go. So you do that all in the box. That's TNT, that's not. Yay! So, into Mountaintop. This is a room where I have now slightly redone it. Let's take him out. Roll that guy. We don't have to worry about that guy at all. And yeah, here you can see I've only got one silencer round left. And this is quite difficult to get past. It is possible. I remember doing this at one point, and it is possible to deal with this. I wonder, just because I could do with these silencer shots, I can CQC slam him instead.
What's wrong?
Yeah, as you can see, I'm now out of silencer ammo. But this is, as I said before, this is a weird save file, so I don't know like whether I've used way more silencer rounds than I should have done. But I think because we've now got this option of Warehouse 2, I think we should just use it going forwards. We should definitely just pick it up for safety. There's no harm in picking it up. I shouldn't have picked up that food, so let's eat it now. Oh, it will be beautiful, won't it? What are these? What are these? Claymore, some more Mark 22 bullets. I'll take those. Look at the way back down here is super straightforward. So we don't need to worry about it. One thing I don't know, because this is a different save file from the one I was using earlier. Do I have the fire camo? I do not. But the save file that I'll be running off of does have the fire camo. Yeah, I say I'm never normally this short on ammo. This isn't the problem. The silencer is the problem because we're gonna be using more silencer shots. I say the fury here is always just going to be. I've just got to play it safe. Like if it feels like it's going astray and he's going to shoot me, just get out of the way. Oh, I've never bloody equipped the Mosin Nagant. Oh, I'm just gonna have to let him go. Oh, come on. I didn't have a chance. That was just bizarre. But again, with the fire camo, the fire camo is going to make this a lot. Oh, still haven't got the bloody Mosin in the gun out, have I? The fire camo is going to make this a whole lot safer. What? Sorry, what? I shot him. I shot him. Okay, there we go. Bloody hell. There you go. That's the Mark 22, that's the Mark 22, suppressor we usually pick up. Did you feel the fury? Yeah, I'd say the fire camo is going to make that fight a whole lot safer anyway. So I'm not as worried about it. It might not necessarily be as fast, but it should be fine. Okay, so we have a slightly safer version of this room because it has to be a very fast headshot otherwise. So run up to here, CQC slam this guy, and then immediately turn. Headshot that guy. Get in the cardboard box because that lowers our camera rating to 0. I do have a smoke. I'm going to go back to the smoke grenade version of Rykov here and see if this goes any better. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, smoke grenade Rykov. I don't know, I just went through, I seem to go through a period where smoke grenade Rykov could go wrong, and then I went with non-smoke grenade Rykov, and it was better. I don't know. I'm just so inconsistent with a lot of these things. Camo, face, mask, uniform, officer. Then who likes glitches? Who likes funky glitches where we go wee? I like funky glitches where we get to go wee. I like them so much. We're going to do it one more time. Wee. as usual, I'm gonna mute the game audio so we don't have to listen to this horrible, horrible dialogue. Oh. I can also alt tab out at this point and go back to that notification I got and just have a quick check through it. It was fairly interesting. It is also something I cannot share. I've just seen Rorschach sharing the double eye patch snake. Entertaining. Oh. Oh, I've got different dialogue. Different dialogue from him this time around. Also, is the stream missing the bottom of the game? I've only just noticed. Have you guys been missing the very bottom of the game? Has it been cut off this whole time? Yeah, the subtitles on the... Oh, I'm not tabbed back on. Oh, yeah. Oh, I apologize about that. Let's get that fixed. I didn't realize that's been like that the whole time. Is it because I've got a... I had a crop on it for some reason. Oh, I think it was for Wacky Races. I had a crop on it. There we go. Right. Let's try this again. So, grab the fork. Got him. Cure. Pull out both items. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let Snake throw up. Set it out. Knock Johnny out. Here you go, Johnny. If you're still here, this is you. This is Johnny. Grab your smoke grenades. Let's go. Get the rat ready. Ooh, baby, what's that sound? I don't recall. I mean, he might have had a hat. He might have had a hat with a J on it when he was a kid at some point. I don't know. I get it, because it's like smoke ganja. Is that why? This could be another reset point, because that smoke grenade's got to be reasonably precise. Not much not much you can really do about this. Get it right is don't stand too far forwards, and get it right is kind of the moral of this one. To stand here for about there. There we go. What? Oh, I don't have this much problem with this. Serious, what the frick? Thanks, Blues. There we go. Now that guy said, what is going... I don't have problems with this. Why? Yeah, that's not... I knew that wasn't gonna... Oh, I forgot to send the... Sorry, I forgot to unmute it after the torture. There we go. I think I might have forgotten to, the guard on the right, I think you need to be cooking. You need to be cooking the second grenade to hide your footsteps. I think that's where I was going wrong with that. But yeah, there isn't really any other way through that room. There's no... That is the simplest and easiest way of doing it. There's not really another route that's not going to be more complicated or give you more options to take deaths. We might finally get to the end of a sort of run. There's been some weird loading times and stuff, but we will do another run after this, and we'll actually try and properly go for it. That'd be true. Yeah, so the times where the guard on the right was spotting me was because I wasn't cooking the grenade. It does happen. The whole point of this Foxhound challenge is that I can't let it happen. It mustn't happen. Right, Sorrow, we just drown. Yeah, sometimes it does. If you get too close to him, or if your smoke grenade was a bit too far back. Here's the other thing. This is another moment where I've got to make sure I don't accidentally just hit continue, because I've definitely done that before, following the Sorrow. And yeah, just hitting continue. That's Foxhound over. that would be horrible to get this far in and lose Foxhound rank because I accidentally hit continue. Have they, or are you just saying that? Because I always take everything you say with a pinch of salt. There's one more suppressor there, but at this point we don't need it. We've already picked up enough. To be fair, with that, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me, depending on the age rating the game's going for. 'Cause this was a 15 in the UK when it first came out. I'm assuming it's still... I don't know what the Master Collection is. but cigarette and cigar use will change the age rating that it can get. I would have thought that it shouldn't be a problem because they shouldn't be going for an age rate. They should be going for that age rating. Whatever age rating they're going for will include the fact that you can have cigarettes in it. You'd at least expect so, but here he goes. We got him started. You're not gonna like August though when I'm playing nothing but Delta on stream. Luckily, nothing wrong with this glitch. That cannot fail. 17 plus on Google. So yeah, the master collection. Yeah, it's not going to be a problem. Snake having a cigar because the age rating that the game will get anyway. To be fair, which is worse, the cigar or the torture scene? Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Yeah, it doesn't, but it's heavily implied and you hear it all. Which is, it's still bad. It's like in Japan, the torture scene in Peace Walker is replaced with Snake being tickled. Is that when you do, you have to fight, it's like Metal Gear Solid 1, you have to fight the torture. Shouldn't it be any problem with Volgin? I'm a lot better and a lot more consistent at Volgin than I used to be. The nice thing about Volgin is I believe he's the only boss in the game that you're allowed to kill. Alright. Doesn't help if I do that though. That was just being bad. Might actually die here. What the frick? How was I not killing him? How many more times did I have to shoot him? That's it. That's just me being bad. I just... There we go. See, shouldn't be any problem. Right. This is something I do actually genuinely need to practice now. As we go into... there's one thing I never really used to practice that much was bike chase and doing it non-lethally. And of course, I do still want to be swapping to the RPG and getting some shots off when I can. Stop wearing sunglasses. No, I've got an infected eye that you don't want to look at. This is for your benefit, not mine. This is why I prefer the bloody Mark 22 for this. You also use stun grenades. I've already lost a heck of a lot of health, which is a bit worrying. Did I start this section on full health? I'm not sure if I did. Oh, bugger. I never put on the Orzcam camo. That's the other reason why I've taken so much damage. Yeah, this might... I might die here now, just because I forgot about the Orzcam camo. Yeah, I'm dead because I still couldn't take that bloody guard out. Right, put the bloody Orzcam camo on. Jesus, Nick. Oh dear. That does take that guy out, so that's fine. I don't know how that guy gets left. Right, I think what I need to do here is I need to throw one there and then instantly switch the Mosin Nagant. Got him. Yeah, so throw one at the first tower and then just switch the Mosin Nagant to take that guy out. And obviously these guys do the same trick you'd always do, which is only take out the passenger if you can. I hadn't realised before just how impactful the Orzcam camo is. It really, really makes a huge difference. Where's that final? There he is. Final bike spawning. Got him. Okay, we should be good now. There is one other option, particularly for the bike chase, that you can do. You can use the Cold War camo, which is the one where it's the American flag on the back and the Soviet flag on the front. So so guards are more likely to shoot you if you've got your back turned to them, but if you're facing them, they'll hesitate to shoot because it's Soviet. And so yeah, you just always face the guards whilst wearing it, and you barely get shot. But in order to do that, you need to non-lethally take out Volgin first. Well, thank you very much for joining in. I hope you've had fun. I'm sorry it's been a big mess. This stream has been one big massive mess, but I hope you've enjoyed it. But that tends to be what we find with my streams these days. This seems to be par for the course at the moment. No, I always manage to get him to go back at some point. I think I've stalled him again. It's not too bad. I'm managing it okay. I've got a little fan on my desk pointed at me, which is quite nice. Night time is the worst at the moment. Just being very, very warm whilst asleep. Ugh, alright. Shagahod time. Cool. Loop has begun. Has he even started driving? This is good though. Oh good, she's turned around very quickly there, which is handy. Cool. Okay, that could have been better, but we take those when we can get them. And thankfully, phase 2 is very, very straightforward. As long as we take him out non-lethally, you must take out Volgin non-lethally at this point. His first fight, you don't have to take him out non-lethally. First fight, you can kill him lethally, and it doesn't count as a kill for the for Foxhound because you don't kill him. He doesn't die. But the second time round, you do have to kill him. It's one shot slower to take him out non-lethally than it is to kill him. If you kill him with the SVB, it takes 3 shots. If you lethally take him down with the Mosin gun, it takes 4 shots. The only difference. This is another area that I need to keep an eye on because there is a guard with a there is a guard with a with an RPG at the end of this. Now we're going into the big room with all of them, so I want to throw plenty of stun grenades. Oh, jeez. See, in Italy, I was absolutely fine because we were in a classroom most of the time.
It's an ambush. Stop that.
That should be it. I should have taken them all out, but just from those 3 grenades, I would have thought. Here, if I recall correctly, I believe... I'm using those on the gun. I believe the first... Yeah, that guy's got a rocket launcher. That's the only guy you really need to take out. And I didn't. So, here's hoping the rest of this goes alright. There we go. So the guy in the middle, is he? As the guy in the middle approaches you, you should always be able to take him out with this shot. Just an auto aim like that, you should always be able to take him out. I'm probably going to die here. I took far too much damage at the start of this, trying to take that guy out. No. But also, I shouldn't have been shot by the guy with the rocket launcher. You generally shouldn't take that guy out because there's a very good chance that the explosion of his machine will kill you. Oh, and the other thing of course you shoot the log. But apparently wasn't enough. I didn't do enough damage to the log to kill it. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, this is just another bit that I do need more practice on. I never used to do this non-lethally. I always used to just go lethal because at this point Foxhound was well out of reach. This will get a lot easier when I can, make sure I'm taking out all of the RPG guys. But I usually get shot by the RPG guy there and still make it through. Oh my... I'm gonna die because I can't... I'm dead again because I'm just being so slow. I think eventually, after a certain number continues, the game will take pity on you and give you health back. There we go. See, that shot is really easy. So this one, I think I'm on fire. I'm already dead. I'm already dead. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. I say this will be so much easier when I don't get shot by the Oh wow. Yeah, this will be so much easier when I don't get shot by the RPG guy at the end of the previous room. I just need to get better at shooting him. Or just throwing a stun grenade. Okay, once again, that guy in the middle. Just take him out by. It's weird because I have actually been doing a couple of these. I had my first ever no kill. I had my first ever 0 kill run not too long ago. There we go. I swear I shot about that amount of time previously, and it didn't work. Okay, we are finally moving on to the next room. And then luckily this room's a lot easier. You know, as long as you take out the sidecar passenger relatively quickly, you don't take a lot of damage. We shouldn't have much problem getting through here. Here, you also have the advantage of there are times where if you take one of the motorbikes out, you'll take another one out. Yeah, that's it. Done. Finally made it.
Here comes the jump.
I think Otacon was a simp, and would he buy Sniper Wolf's bathwater? I don't think Otacon would have bought Sniper Wolf's bathwater. I don't think he's that stupid. Oh, hang on. Feed Eva first.
Let me have some more.
And we do kind of get to the last couple of major reset points. You know, certainly Zazoi West, I think it is one that I'm a little worried about. It's quite late into the run, and if it goes wrong, there's nothing we can do about it. I've just got to play it safe. This room's fine. West is fine. It maybe it's Zazoi East I'm thinking of is the next one. Naomi, It doesn't matter. He's not going to buy it. Because also it shouldn't be a bloody thing. Yeah, we've got Eva to go left of the tree. It's the little victories. The little victories that count. Did Snake bathe? I can't imagine Snake having a bath. Snake would have a very fast shower. So here we go. This is just one other room where I really need to make sure that I'm doing well. And it's really that, to be honest, it's kind of just that. As long as I get the first two guards right, the rest of it's pretty straightforward. There's not much else to it. Where is she? There she is. And then of course there is still the boss. The boss can go wrong, but I feel like I should have enough practice at the boss now where it's not gonna go wrong. But you never know. It'll be devastating. Did this wrong way around. You should shoot the guy on the left first. Sake. Yeah, it will be pretty devastating if I ever get Foxhound rank and then lose it on the boss. Like lose it here with like Eva walking into that guard or some other some stupid shit like that. What I do know is I'm going to be nervous as heck going into this fight. If I'm on Foxhound rank the first time and I go into this fight, I'm going to be so nervous. Don't worry, we're not going to sit through the credits. We will reset. Reset upon when fighting Ocelot.
You're better than I remember.
I don't know if that's meant to be is that a compliment or a negative? It says you're better than I remember. Is that supposed to be good or bad? Oh shit.
Get ready. Your skills have improved.
In fact, screw it. Let's just end the game here rather than going to the. There's no need to go to the wig. Let's just end the game there. Right, we're gonna take a very short break, mainly just enough for me to get another drink of water because I recognise the time and I only kind of have enough time to do one more run, assuming it goes all right. So yeah, we're gonna take a very short break. I'm gonna come back. We'll do one more run and see if we. As I say, it's not gonna be a Foxhound run, but it's not gonna be a. I'm gonna go to the loo and I'm gonna get some more water. The loo. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do another run. It won't be a reset run, it won't be a Foxhound run unless a miracle happens, but we'll see how much closer we can get. Yes, I will be doing them separately, don't worry. You said no need to go to the wig. Oh yeah, there's no need to go to the wig. There's no need to go to the wig. We can just... Because we have to sit through the bloody 2-minute cutscene with the boss. Might as well just quit there so we don't have to go to the wig. Aha! Alrighty, welcome back, folks. Did say it was going to be a short one, so we can get straight on. So yeah, let's do this after I re-grab my sunglasses. I'll pick them up. Oh. And it is still a very bright light in front of me. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's see how we do with another attempt. We try not to just completely screw everything up at the end. Oh, I feel my previous round of paracetamol starting to wear off. My throat's starting to get a bit niggly again, but you're right. It's only when I swallow that it hurts. All right, let's find that save file. We know has the fire. suit on, so that's going to help. 3, 2, 1, start.
After the end of World War II,
Start!
the world was split into
Just before I go to bed, paracetamol and ibuprofen. I want to sleep well tonight.
the Cold War.
I'm in the office tomorrow. I need all the help I can get. All right. Here we go. You can't have ibuprofen. You're allergic to something that's in it. Ah, okay. No, that's understandable. All right, at least also we now have a timer again. You know how we didn't have a timer for most of that run because we were running off a save? Well, now we have a timer. I hope that's not actually the reason. I'm quite thankful that through all of my ups and downs, I had some proper dark moments, particularly work-wise over the years, but never had to go on antidepressants. Not yet, at least. Touch wood. I did actually. Oh, good. Thought I hadn't actually taken that guard. That would be pretty bad if I got a game over to the very first guard in the game. That would not bode well for the rest of the run. No, I am very thankful for that.
Come in, HQ. Patrol here.
All right, let's start doing the safe. Let's start doing the safe method for Razvet then. I think it's if we're playing it safe for everything else, let's play it safe for this as well. So for this, we're gonna get to about here and do that. There we go. Means I'm never gonna die there. Slightly slower. You can see I lost about 4 seconds doing that, but that's, that is a heck of a lot safer. With everything I've got in place there, I should have a perfect virtuous mission every time. Oof. The only long-term medication I've ever been on is when I was a kid. I had asthma. I had to be on either a daily inhaler. That was it. That was the only long-term medication I've ever been. Obviously, I've been on medication when I've been ill for certain things and stuff. I'm on medication now. I've got paste for my antibiotic paste for my eye at the moment. But outside of that, I've never had to be on any long-term medication. So, I'm, again, touch woods. It's not happened. Obviously, it will at some point. It will. Particularly as you get towards end of life, you're going to be on all sorts of meds. Like both my parents are diabetic, so they've been on, like they both take like nearly a dozen tablets every single day. And have done for years, and I'm very, very thankful that I've never had to be in that situation. Oh. And there goes Foxhound because I got bloody pushed up against a tree. Yep, second time's the charm. But we're not resetting on failure to Foxhound right now. Starts looking the other way. Oh. Are we still live? Are we back? I saw that I disconnected. And OBS does not seem to have reconnected. I don't know if that means that I'm also disconnected on... And then YouTube died for a second. So we're still live on YouTube. I don't think we're back on Twitch, though. Oh, OBS Studio reconnection successful. Oh. I believe that means we're now back everywhere. Okay, yeah, we're now back everywhere. It seems that YouTube was very, very brief, but Twitch lasted a lot longer. Right, so we want copper box A, and then get rid of that.
Use my imagination. Move!
Not sure if I needed to CQC slam that guy, but I did. Yep. Oh. Got him. A little awkward, but I got there eventually. I'd expect better. That was not smooth. That was a bit all over the place. I've never CQC slammed that guard the way I did just then. But well, it was first try and I didn't kill anyone. That's what we look for. Oh, well done, dude. Oh, that a bit wary of that crocodile being on the move. The grenades and the bullets. I don't think the bullets there are actually that important. Because at this point we haven't used that many. So please for you both. One step down. Swap guns. This room is going to probably annoy me because there's going to be a time where I where I get spotted in this room and I won't understand why. And it's going to lose me Foxhound. And I'll be like, why? What did I do? How did this room go wrong? Now that I now that I know we're getting that spare silencer, I'm not too worried about like trying to CQC this guard and stuff, because I'm pretty sure I'm fine. I don't need to slow down and conserve silencer anymore. Right, Ocelot. Again, Ocelot, this is going to be another case of I just need to make sure I'm doing it, you know. Oh. No, that's gone wrong. Okay, unfortunately.
Not bad. Grenade.
Oh, I can't see either.
Come on.
He's got to stop and pick up his hat at some point, hasn't he? Cool. That's Ocelot is going to be another case where I'm just gonna have to. If it goes wrong, I'm just gonna have to deal with it like I did there. I just carried on, didn't reset the fight, just carried on and made the best I could out of it. Yeah, we're 2 minutes behind, but I've only had one continue so far. It's an important thing. The time frame for Foxhound is, I think it's 5 hours. So there's plenty of time. I'd still like to do it fast, because I'm hoping the combination of doing it still reasonably fast, plus plus less death is going to mean my time improves. I go up the leaderboard. But obviously we'll see. No. Backpack. Grenade, smoke grenade. And we still want to, as I said before, we still want to grab these life meds. Just cool. Good first phase. Oh, I hate it. I hate it when he does that. Cool. Again, I hate it when he does that, but as long as it's a first try pain, that's all that matters. Come on, God. Don't. Don't. Please don't. go there. It's not what this community is like. I'm 35, not 16. We will not ever be trying the out of bounds skip there, because there is always a chance that it goes wrong and you do actually die. Don't look at it. I definitely don't look like a 15-year-old. At 15, I had a hell of a lot less facial hair. I was a late bloomer when it came to facial hair. Alright, warehouse exterior. Quick headshot on that guy. Shoot both barrels. Take out all the guards. Non-lethally, of course. Sunglasses take 20 years off. The sunglasses definitely help. Particularly when you've got a manky eye. Stun grenades. I mean, must grab those smoke grenades. Alright, let's see if I can get through this room without, like, completely throwing this first roll. This roll over this fence, which I just so often just completely screw up.
Come in, HQ.
They will not be taking any chances with that guy.
Infiltration. Commence alert formation.
Cool, all good. I mean, I wear them to work because I'm on the train anyway. When I'm in the office, it depends how my eye is. To be honest, the only thing really with my eye is if you're looking carefully, you can see that I've got a big massive squint in my right eye. It doesn't look red anymore, so it's not horrendous to look at. It was when it was really, really horribly red. But now that I'm past that, it's not that bad. So I'll probably be fine in the office. Also, I sit in a corner on my own, so no one's really going to notice. Although, following the future leaders program that I've just had, one of the things that I'm going to be requesting is that I'm no longer sat in the corner on my own. I cannot be sat in the corner on my own anymore. Sort of scientist camo.
Not so fast. Huh? Huh? Not so fast.
Cool. All good. So I was away. I was in Italy last week. For an international training course called the Future Leaders Program. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really enjoyed it. Very insightful. Learned a hell of a lot. About the company, about different aspects, about myself as well. That's kind of part of the point behind it. But on the Tuesday, we did a team building session hosted by Red Bull, which was really cool. So I drank a lot of Red Bull throughout the week, which is good. I usually wouldn't pay for Red Bull. Hey, Delphine Plaza guy. And the team building exercise required us to build a cardboard boat. And then 2 members of our team would have to paddle that boat out to a buoy in the sea, and then back again as fast as possible. I was one of the people who paddled the boat out. And after we went round the buoy, I fell in the water. And I can only assume that at that point, something went in my eye. So whether it was a bit of grit, a bit of salt, a bit of sand, whatever. Something went in my eye. By Wednesday, it had gotten really irritated, and I was rubbing it. I was trying to get it out. I was, making myself cry, just making my eye very red and very sore. And it got worse and worse, and eventually it got infected. So yeah, that's kind of the long and short of what happened. What happened with my eye? I had a fever. I've had headaches. Excuse me. I'm still in a bit of pain with it now, but it's nowhere near as bad now. Yeah, it did put a little bit of a damper on the week, but not enough to like completely just not enough to completely throw me off. If I'd had to pull out of participating in anything, that's when I would have really been I'd have been upset by it. But I managed to soldier through. It was not easy. I was very ill at times. But I dealt with it as best I could. And I still finished the course and was really, really, really proud of myself for doing so. I probably could have made it a little easier on myself. I should have spoken up earlier about it, but it was kind of one of those things that's like, no, I'm a grown man. I should be able to deal with the fact that I've got an eye problem and all of that. But it is what it is. I don't need to be in the box here. We decided I don't need to be in the box. Right, so we're going to stand here. Wait for the guard down there to move. There he is. Shoot him. Shoot him twice. And now shoot him. And we're done. We've now taken out every single guard in the room. And we can grab that suppressor. That is... Why is my gun not going out? So we've got a spare suppressor, and that was a lot safer. That was a lot slower. Way slow. You saw that was 34 seconds behind my fastest. But, sorry, I've only just read Ryden's wig where he got a condom stuck to his face. Oh, that's horrible. That is nasty. I think the worst part of it was I think it was Thursday night. Thursday night I had a fever, and I was if I was out of my covers, I was freezing. If I was out of my covers, I was freezing. If I was under the covers, I was sweating. And every time I tried to sleep, my mind just raced. I just couldn't relax. It's just horrible. All right, come on. Can we not have to piss around with the end for 20 minutes this time? I seem to have a method that works for me, so let's go for it. I think I only hit him twice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am now doing this 8 times. He's there. We're good. Punch, punch, spray. Punch, punch. Hold up.
How did you?
Stun grenade to the face. Look up. Spray. Smoke grenade to the face. Look up.
I can't see.
Spray. Spray. No. No, 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 no. Why have you, how have you got past me? No, for frick's sake. How? I can't see his footprints. I don't know what, I can't see him. I'm hoping he's run away. No! I'm fucking done with this fucking fight. Why? Why? I don't. Just so. Why? He just got. It's got ahead of me. And how he got up there so quickly, I just don't know. And then the bunny ran away. That's gonna be it. I can't keep going for tonight. Considering it's my first day back in the office after I've been ill, it's probably not a bad thing that I go to bed a little bit earlier than I usually would do. So yeah, this is probably for the best. Oh dear. Oh. Hopefully Thursday goes a bit better. This is I've performed this run at marathons and I still can't bloody do it. I'm not out of practice either. But yeah, this is going to be, this Foxhound is going to take a while. This is not going to be something that happens in a couple of weeks. I mean, there's a very good chance it doesn't happen. I've got to try and do this before the end of August, before Delta. If I haven't done it by the time Delta comes out, then that's it. It's over. We move on to Delta. And the other thing is I'd like a break from MGS3 before Delta releases, because then it's going to be more MGS3. So yeah, it's in my best interest to get this done as quickly as possible. Which is why also we're now shifting away from the other game Tuesday, Metal Gear Thursday, and we're just doing this. And then at the end of streams, we'll do something a bit different. There's nothing else I want to start tonight. As I say, just because it makes it's actually a good thing to finish early and get some decent sleep. 16 streams to Cosmics works it out. 16 streams to do it. Keep in mind that I'm on holiday for at least 2 of those. I might be doing I might be doing really civil rights, which might cut out another one, depending on when that run goes ahead. So yeah, there's so much that could get in the way. We'll have to see what happens. And then of course there's Speedrun Tours UK. Obviously I haven't been doing anything with Speedrun Tours UK for over the past week. It's something I now need to try and get back into. The basic package is done. And the just before I went away, I passed on a version of the package to someone, which I do believe is pretty close now what the release will be. Although they've already said that they've got loads of requests and bug fixes and stuff that they're going to come back to me with, which is really useful. But there's a couple of things I'm looking at trying to do. I want to pull out the Angus import from Speed Control and try and adapt it to be able to update player information as well, but I don't know whether that's going to be doable. And then I've got one other tool that I want to build for someone. And if it works and it's good enough, then I might keep it in there for everyone else to use. Yeah. Was filming. Ooh. Filming anything cool. Oh, speaking of which, I've got a link to share to everyone. Almost forgot about that. Here it is. Copy link. So Sunday night. Sunday night was the 24th anniversary of Wacky Races, starring Das and Million Muttley's release. So it's 24 years old on Sunday, and one of the head mods, Ham Man, every year for the game's anniversary, always does some sort of video about the game, whether it's like a tier list or it's tricks or speedrun tutorial or whatever. And this year, he managed to reach out to 2 of the developers to ask them some questions about the development of the game, and it got some really interesting answers. But it was all done over email. He wrote them an email, he got an email back. So what he didn't want to do was he didn't want to just release the video with him either just putting text up or him just reading it all. So he asked 2 community members to join in and read the answers. And you can see where this is going. One of the community members he asked was me, because he said he really liked my voice. It wasn't intentional, but the game was developed in Sheffield, and I lived in Sheffield at the time the game was developed. So yeah, the video got released on Sunday. There is a link to it in your chat now. So if you'd like to go, if you want to go and check it out, it's really interesting, particularly if you're a fan of the Wacky Races game that I've been speedrunning. Then yeah, go check it out, and you'll get to hear my lovely voice a little bit more. I haven't watched it all yet because listening to myself back in that kind of way is a bit cringe for me. But I will listen to it all because it is all genuinely interesting stuff that you found out. Yeah, that's going to be it for tonight, folks. Thank you all very much for joining in. We'll be back with more of this on Thursday. As I say, from going forwards, unless something else comes up, it will be Foxhound attempts on MGS3, and we'll do something a bit different in the evenings, towards the end. I'll probably want to do another Wacky Races run. I want to do Castle of Illusion. We might just do some silly games or other stuff as well. We'll see. If anyone has thoughts, no, I don't live near Sheffield now. I live in Aylesbury. Now my parents still live in Sheffield. They still live in the same house I lived in when I was a teenager. I lived in Sheffield from the age of 12 to the age of 20. I will not be taking my shirt off before I leave, but I'll be taking my shirt off very soon after I leave. You usually can catch a replay of today's stream. I wouldn't. It's not been great. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining in. See you on Thursday, and yeah, take it easy. Be good to each other. I hope my eye gets better.